Welcome to Ironbound Kingdom. Ironbound is not just another SMP. This is a world of clans, strategy, diplomacy, conflict, loyalty, and legacy. Here, your actions matter, your alliances matter, your reputation matters. We have 5 different factions here. The Crimson Crown Dominion represents the visionaries and master builders of Ironbound Kingdom. Iron Vanguard is the military force of the realm, disciplined, tactical, unyielding. Verdant Hollow is the lifeblood of the kingdom. They cultivate farms, automate systems, and drive trade. Nightfall Covenant moves quietly. They gather information, negotiate in shadows, and strike only when it's necessary. And the Unbound answers to no crown. They are free agents with Ironbound Kingdom. Did you already guess which clan I belong to? I'm part of the Crimson Crown Dominion. In fact, I'm already our dear High Sovereign's right hand. The world is new, the history has not yet been written. The throne does not create legends, the players do. Welcome to Ironbound Kingdom. Forge your legacy. Hello, my lovely little ghouls. I was editing my first episode of my Ironbound Kingdom Let's Play, and I was cleaning out my files and accidentally deleted all that I've recorded. And I can't find them on my PC. So, I figured let's do a tour. I had a lot of this recorded and replayed. All of my replay files are gone. And some of my recordings as well. Anyways, welcome to the Ironbound Kingdom. Here's my pretty starter house. I really wanted to kind of showcase my build style a lot with this house. And I think it represents that very well. It's like a Gothic Victorian inspired house, like Queen Anne Victorian style. And yeah, it's pretty big for a starter house. All of the wood you see in here, by the way, are mainly from the Verdant Hollow Lumberyard, one of our factions. And then I kind of tested out like what kind of detailing I want to do for my base. And so it's still like, I still have to finish up the porch area and the back of my build. But there's been so many things that I wanted to build here. And so that's why my starter house has kind of been left out. So here is my living room filled with animals. I kind of procrastinated a little bit with my castle build, so I went to get some parrots, and now they're making creeper noises and zombie noises. That's very nice and very welcoming. So yeah, the house is not furnished. I kind of procrastinated on that a little, and like I said, the back of it is not ready. So here will be like the kitchen. I'm trying to do like a Victorian style aesthetic with the whole house. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, here's the upstairs. There was a creeper explosion when I was showing my house for my friends. And yeah, the interiors are very empty. Yet. Here is my bedroom. Again, empty. But oh well, at some point I will furnish my house. But here's my storage area. It's really pretty. I really love the aesthetic of it. I wanted it to look kind of like a rotting basement. So yeah, here's most of my stuff. I have some random chests everywhere. So yeah, and then there is a lot of netherwork growing for my building needs. And then let's go into the city area. So this build, I really love it. Again, it's just a facade. I'm kind of thinking like, should I do like the back of those or should I do another townhouse next to it? I still need to move or hide some farms here. So here's my tiny little lava farm and my basalt farm. This is kind of like a recent addition. But in here, in this very pretty townhouse, there is... It's called honey glazed beef. So this was kind of like supposed to be like a shop exterior. So here's my honey farm. And then there's my cow farm for all of my food. So if you're not familiar with this design, you just feed the cows and they crush themselves. So here are my little farms. These I'm going to need for a lot of candles. So that has been running since I think the first week after I got my house built. And then one of the newer additions to my base is this building over here. It used to be a sandstone build, like all of the orange bits were sandstone. I didn't like it with the deep slate, so I think this looks way better. But this is my resin farm. I made a resin shop for the server so that I can get diamonds that I can spend on other shops. So yeah, this is pretty efficient. This is my own design, kind of. All of the tutorials that I watched, I kind of combined everything. Because I didn't want, like, usually the resin farms that are like super effective are like insanely big. And I didn't want it to be like too big. It still ended up being a bit huge. But I didn't want to take up all of this space with the resin farm, and so I kind of made my own. There's 6 of the creaking hearts in there at the moment. But I might add more. I don't know. So this is the area that the creaking are spawning, and then you can just stay here and whack them all night long. And they will generate the resin. I am super proud of this, by the way. I'm not big on building farms. And so I'm quite proud that I could manage to customize the resin farming mechanics to my own needs. So yeah, that is what this building is. And this will be kind of like my town area down here once I figure out what I want to do. And then let's go through the main street and to my bigger project area. I really love this fountain. Like, I really love it. It's inspired by Alice the Madness Returns. And it's awesome. It's really pretty. Here's my portal. We have a whole nether hub system here. So I need to do something pretty with the portal. So you kind of enter to my base through here. And then there is my big castle. This will be like kind of like the main attraction to my base. This will be like the main thing in here. So you will see a lot of castle building. I've already started because I was so excited. The castle will sprawl all the way up to the mountains around here. That's why I chose this place. Then I have this lava river. I really wanted to have like a red river going around the castle. I think I should have dug it out a bit more, like a bit deeper, so that you couldn't see as much of the lava down there. But I think it looks pretty nice. So I'm part of the Crimson Crown Dominion, which is all about creating and building. Surprise, surprise. let's go up to the castle. So that part is going to be like if you want to enter to the base with an elytra. All of my building materials are out here, of course. Here's my emotional support donkey, Eddie. I kind of needed a distraction before doing before doing all the windows. And so yeah, it's going to be very red and black, as you can see. It's mainly the front that is starting to take shape. I need to still do like the back of it. I was thinking of moving my storage in here, like already when I get the first floor built. And here is my newest addition. One of our dear server members had like a really nice iron farm that doesn't need zombies, and so they gladly came in here and built me the same iron farm, and I actually really love it. There's like, I think it should house 30 villagers. I don't think I'm there yet, but as you can see, it works really well. It's actually like a bedrock design. It's also a trading hall, and so it's very convenient for me for building materials sake. So yeah, it's very noisy down here because there's a lot of villagers down here. But yeah, it's very efficient. In my opinion, it's very suitable for my needs because mostly where I need the iron will be like lanterns and chains and things like that. And so I don't need like kind of like one of those super efficient iron farms. So yeah, here's what I've been... Oh, hello. Goodbye, sir. Have a nice trip. My whole castle will be sprawling out to the mountains and there. I really want to have some floaty bits in the castle, so that's why this is like that. And yeah. So here's what my base looks like. I'm really happy how it's turning out. There's still a lot of things to do, and a lot of builds to finish. But it's in pretty nice shape. And then let's go check out one thing that I've already made. Let's go. Do I have my gold helmet on? I know there's not a lot of things spawning in the hub, but I'm scared. This is the Crimson Crown Dominion's tunnel. There's not that much to see. The lava has been pretty difficult for me to survive. Let's just say that. So here is our nether hub. There is a tunnel for all of the different fractions that we have in here. And then there's some farms. There's a blaze farm that I really love using for fuel. So let's go to the spawn. Here we are at our spawn area. It's really pretty. I really like the spawn area so much. It's so pretty and so cool. Everybody did such a wonderful job at building it. Here's my shop that I built for the resin. As you can see, I kind of overdid it with the resin outside, but I really wanted to showcase what you can use the resin for. I think this is one of my favorite things to do with the resin, is to put it on leaves. So you can use the resin clumps for that. Let's check out, do I have any sales? Yeah, I think resin is not yet something that people need, but it's nice to have. So here's all kinds of resin that I'm selling. Oh yeah, I needed to make a few of those. So you can use the resin bricks for like your armor trims, and the clumps with obviously decorations, and then there's some blocks. I was going to do like a kind of board here on where you can use the resin for, or kind of like a showcase with like an armor stand with some resin armor. And if you don't know, the blocks of resin are really useful for building. Because... oh, I'm missing some leaves here. You can instantly break these with your hand. So these are really useful. Oh, and then there's the wood shop, which is my favorite. That's the Verdant Hollows wood shop. That is my favorite thing ever. So that's why I made my resin shop, so that I can get some diamonds. So yeah, I'm part of the Crimson Crown clan staff at the moment. Our clan needed someone to be kind of like our deal leader's right hand, so I saw that my friend has posted that we have a hallway competition. So I believe it's down here. Okay. And we need to pick a number. Has anybody already picked one? So we need to pick a number and then we get given a theme or a biome with the said number. So I don't really know what should I pick. Well, I'm pretty much fine with every number there is. So that's something that you're going to be seeing in the future. So here was a not so quick tour of my base so far. I'm kind of sad that I couldn't show you any process of me like building anything just yet. But in the future there will be a lot of building videos and a lot of fun stuff that's going to happen on the server regardless. So I really hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment. Which one of my builds was your favorite? I have a hard deciding between the castle, the fountain, or my house. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode, the first episode of the Ironbound Kingdom, and I hope that I see you soon. Bye!